Hello, I'm going to do a day in the life of. This isn't a fragrance that I know very well at all. I've only sprayed it once when I was in a department store, and it is Tom Ford Orchid Soleil. Yeah, I sprayed it and I did a few sprays of it just to really see how I thought about it. It is a tuberose fragrance, and I don't generally do tuberose, but I just loved the sound of the notes and decided to try it. So I got a little sample when I was in London yesterday, no, the day before. And so yeah, I've done a quick spray about half an hour ago there, just so I can tell you a little bit about the initial notes and the initial spray and the dry down, or like not the dry down, but not the just the top notes that you'll get when I spray it straight away, if you know what I mean. So very, very creamy, which I like creamy. Obviously it's tuberose, but it's not a very overpowering fracas kind of thing, which I just couldn't wear. I can't do fracas. I generally don't do tuberose at all, but this to me is a wearable tuberose. I believe there's other white florals in there. To me it smells like there's frangipani or something like that in there. And it's a very summery, it's fairly fresh-ish. Tom Ford, the standard line, I find are very strong. I haven't actually found there's one that that's the private line, the Soleil Blanc. I love that, but the normal standard line I find a bit too strong for me actually. The fragrances, like, they wear me, they're just too dominating, perhaps in the floral aspect of them at least. I like the men's actually better on me, but like the Noir and the Noir Extreme, the men's version, I really like them. But anyway, giving this little baby a go, Orchid Soleil, gonna do some live action sprays. 1, 2, 3, I think we'll do one more over here, 4. As I say, I find the line very, very strong, so 4 sprays is more than enough. I mean, it's only coming out of this little baby, so it's not like they're massive full-on sprays anyway. And I shall let you know how they go on, how it smells and lasts on moi. So I'm off to work. Catch you all in a short while. Hiya, so I'm back. I'm on my lunch break. It's just gone 1 p.m. I sprayed this morning at about 7:30. So that's like 6.5 hours, I think. No, I don't know, but you can do the maths. The fragrance is only probably projecting so far, but as you know, I only did little sprays from this tiny little sample. I think it's strong enough. And from a proper bottle, you'll get a much bigger spray. I would say 2 sprays would be all you need. It is fairly strong fragrance. The fragrance has dried down to a lovely floral vanilla. It's gourmand. There is a note of chestnut cream in there, and I can't say I particularly smell chestnut exactly, but definitely smell something that's kind of like sweet vanilla, creamy, slightly cakey, if you like. The floral kind of went from that tuberose that you get in the outset. The tuberose kind of gently faded away and mingled with the orchid, and I also feel like I can smell a little bit frangipani. I love frangipani. I don't know that that there's anything in there. It might just be the way that the orchid or the tuberose is coming off, but it's very pretty, very simple. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing exciting, but very nicely done, summery type fragrance, but not a really fresh summer fragrance, because it's quite gourmand. When it dries down, I would say that it might be more suitable for like a summer evening. It's fine like during the day. I'm at work, I'm in well, it's actually quite a warm office, but I'm not out in the sun. I don't know if it would be suitable for actual proper summer's day out in the sun. It might just be a bit cloying and a bit heavy, as all the Tom Fords
from that designer range are quite heavy, but this is a female Tom Ford designer that I can actually wear. I had violet blonde. I like the way it smelled, but it just was too much, just wore me. It's so strong. Whereas this is actually something, as long as you don't overspray, this is a wearable Tom Ford designer, which is pretty cool. Do I need a full bottle? The bottle is so pretty that I wouldn't mind. I quite like to do a split and just keep 10ml in the bottle just to use every now and then, but I don't think it's that exciting. So it's not one that I would be reaching for that often, but it is very, very nice. So that's my thoughts. I'm not going to bother coming back to you later on. I'd say that the Tom Ford, like all the designer Tom Fords, it is going to be strong enough, and it is definitely going to give the longevity that you need. So that's my thoughts, and I'm going back to work. Bye.